play call is probably the whole epicenter of the user experience.
Well, from a presentation point of view, everything's coming at you now, so stats are right there in the panel to see, replays are there to see.
This is the screen that you're going to stay in all the time. You know, you're on the field, but every major decision happens in the play call screen. So we completely revamped the play call screen.
A lot of times when you're playing the game, you kind of forget, oh, I could have challenged this play, but now we're going to bring that type of information right into the user.
But there's a whole slew of bells and whistles we had on top of it. So now you have formation substitutions right in the screen, which is an awesome feature. You have the ability to call a challenge from the screen. You can see the last play, instant replay in the screen. You can see player stats in the screen. You can do all this stuff in the screen. It's absolutely phenomenal.
You can keep picking your plays and fastly move through the game.
Between the whistles, a whole new experience for the user this year. It's pretty awesome.
One of the most exciting things this year is really bringing John back in a whole new way.
We went out there to work with John, and he recorded tons of new lines for the game and looked at the game and had feedback on the game.
He's just like 20th, all right. He's like, I need to get in. So not only is he'll be introducing the games, breaking down the halftime and end game plays, but there's also a virtual Madden, which when you turn him on, he comes over there and he talks to you and he tells you what to do.
We've gotten rid of the radio announcer, which will make a lot of people happy, and we've brought in Tom Hammond and Chris Collinsworth, who are actually going to call those games, as well as John Madden kind of doing the pre and post and the halftime shows.
They've done a really great job. They sound their dynamics are really good. Tom Hammond's that classic play-by-play guy. He does a bunch of other, big name events, and we got him in our game. And Collinsworth is just, he's quite an eclectic personality. He goes after it, talks for a long time, and in the game it's just a varied audio, that we've never really heard before in Madden.
It's funny, it's not even one of the things we're talking about this year. We keep talking about how great the gameplay is and how good we've enhanced the gameplays. And when we sit down to actually demo it to people for the first time, they're like, wow, this looks amazing.
So this year we have broadcast-inspired presentations.
Like exterior shots, new fireworks, new banner treatments, new ticker. It's a completely redone presentation, and it just makes the game feel awesome.
The second you turn on the game, from the second you see the outside of the stadium exterior and the snow falling and the visuals and that whole package together with the commentators and the banners and the replays and backtrack and rewind, the audio, all that stuff, it truly looks like a brand new game.
And taking you even farther than the networks have. And so I think the idea of kind of putting together some of the feedback that users have and some of the innovation that we've added to the game this year are really going to make the presentation just amazing.
So we did all new cameras, and at first, there's a lot of hardcore Madden guys around here. So we showed them the cameras. They're like, I don't know if I like the new cameras. Now all of them are bought off into it. But you can finally see, you can finally see every receiver on the field. The action's always in your view.
I've worked on every Madden here since Madden 2000 in 1999, and I think this one of all of them is the most visually compelling.
You're not just saying.
No, I'm not just saying that. That is probably the biggest leap from year to year I've ever seen here.
So started with the field, totally redone them. So the grass looks real. The colors of the grass look real. The way they degrade feels real, including snow for the first time. It feels like there's actually deep snow on the field.
There's all new hit cameras, so when you get that big bar jarring hit, the camera shakes. When you get the breakaway camera, the camera zooms in to the ball carrier. There's flash bulbs going off in the stadium, and then you run in, user-controlled end zone celebrations. You jump in the end zone, you dunk it over the field goal post. Cameras flashing everywhere. It's awesome.
When you come into the game, the authenticity of the look and feel and the new movie-type weather and all those different things that we've added to the game look amazing, and you layer on top of that the way the game plays. We're really excited about the game this year. The idea for our anniversary this year was, instead of charging $20 or $30 and put some cool packaging and a DVD in there, we said, what if we put an whole nother game in there?
And this is, the biggest football franchise in the world and probably the biggest gaming franchise in North America. We decided we have to go all out for 20 years. So first, you're going to get head coach, NFL head coach.
I've seen this game months ago, and it looked phenomenal, and now it looks even better. So it's all the head coach fans that really want to get into the simulation-based side of football.
The thought was, it would be awesome if we took our head coach game for 09. We put that full disc, the full game in there, which it sells on its own individually, What if we package that with Madden, put those together?
And the interoperability between the two titles that we got to ship with it.
You can actually take the plays you designed and mastered inside Head Coach, and you could bring them over into Madden NFL 09 and actually use them against your opponents.
It's kind of that, that next generation of contact between the two titles, which we're really excited about.
And then we also throw in that other disc with a ton of video.
And another cool thing you get with the Collector's Edition is you get the ability to play the throwback Maddens.
We've got some playbooks within Madden that are kind of our best historical, the top hits of our historical ones. And
we've also added what we like to call the Cyber Athlete.
There was this really cool EA Sports campaign called Cyber Athlete.
That actually had players look fully polygonal, really boxy looking, and it was actually superimposed on real world footage.
So if you're playing with the Steelers, you can make your Steelers the Cyber Steelers, which is this really cool retro, what we thought the future of video games would be.
So we got some new looks and feels that we will have that's exclusive to the Collector's Edition. You get this huge box full of stuff that's only $89 for Madden. Yeah, I mean, it's clearly the one that I'm going to get and where a lot of the guys will get. So we're pretty excited about it.
So it's really an impressive package.
Great.
Yeah, they'll love it.
With building, I have more people playing Madden now than they usually do at this time of the year. I mean, people are really fired up internally about it.
As we progress through the cycle, we have to say this is the best looking football game to ever hit the market.
Then I think the whole team's extraordinarily proud of, and I can't wait for people to get their hands on it. So I'm really excited about it.
And so and it's the most visual jump from 08 to 09. Like it's night and day if you ever see the comparison. Like fire up your 08 and then put in 09 and you won't even believe it.
Looking at the message boards, fans are really saying that we finally captured this previs video that came out in 06.
We're really fired up about just putting this on a shelf and getting it out there, because as soon as we get people to actually visually see it and then be able to play through the new features and the adaptability this year, I think it's going to be great.
The animation's phenomenal, all the models look great, textures, lightings, everything has been completely redone.
And I think one of the most exciting things for us is I think this is the biggest amount of changes we've ever added to the game.
This Madden is, without a doubt, the finest piece of software we've ever released.
I think it's just going to kind of blow people away.